Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Beyond the Gates. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at AnonymousRealityT. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so that it gets out into the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, you guys. And whether you are coming or going, please do not forget to hit the like button. Like. So we're talking Beyond the Gates. As you guys know, I have two playlists, one for all of the episodes, which I owe you. Probably by tomorrow, I should have the episodes from last week. I know it was a short week because of March Madness, but I also had a travel week for work. So I'm still trying to get readjusted to everything and playing catch up. So please look out for those. Hopefully by tomorrow, you should see those reviews for those episodes. And also there's another playlist for Beyond the Gates ratings, and that is going to pertain to all things Beyond the Gates ratings, as well as any news updates like the one that we're going to talk about in this video. And so we got to talk about an exclusive that came out the other day, y'all, that says we have our first recasting news. Now, for those of you who are new to soap operas, recasting is where you see somebody in a particular role and then it is no more. Then it is a new actor or actress that replaces the actor for the role. So wanted to just give you that little definition there. So Beyond the Gates, it says it adds Keith D. Robinson as series regular in recasting. It says Keith D. Robinson has joined the cast of CBS daytime soap Beyond the Gates as a series regular in a recasting. Robinson is taking over the role of Dr. Ted Richardson, currently played by Maurice Johnson. His first episodes are scheduled to air in May. Recastings are not uncommon on daytime soaps. Richardson is a brilliant plastic surgeon married to Dr. Nicole Richardson, played by Daphne Duplass. Beyond the Gates is set in a leafy Maryland suburb just outside Washington, D.C., and one of the most affluent African-American counties in the United States. Here you find a posh gated community with tree-lined streets and luxurious mansions to call home. And also, it has that Beyond the Gates is developed and produced by CBS Studios, NAACP venture, led by Sheila Ducksworth in partnership with P&G Studios, a division of Procter & Gamble. It is the first ever one-hour black daytime soap and the first daytime drama to premiere since Passions in 1999. A strong ratings driver in its first week on air, Beyond the Gates reached over 5.2 million unique viewers. Robinson's credits include a recurring role on ABC's A Million Little Things. He was also, you guys, features, I know him from Dreamgirls. I remember him being on Dreamgirls. And also it was on All Eyes on Me. And it has his rep information, y'all. So, for me, of all the people to recast, let me say this. I thought we were gonna get the Fireman recasted first, and it's no shade. I thought Fireman would be number one, and Martin, even though I like Martin, I don't know what it is. I think maybe it might be his storyline. I'm gonna see how the storyline of his rides out. He just seems miserable. He just seems miserable, arrogant, and just, I don't know. Maybe it's his character. But, I saw there's some backlash. Some people are not happy and this and that. And let me tell you this, you guys. It does not disclose the reason for Maurice Johnson as to why he is no longer going to play Ted Richardson. We do not know if this was his decision, if Maurice decided that there might have been another opportunity, or maybe another show or another movie, or maybe another position or something that has more flexible hours or is a better schedule. We do not know if he was let go from the soap. We don't know, you guys. We do not know the reason. And sometimes what happens, y'all, is some of these soaps, especially in the, and this happens too with sometimes TV shows and things like that, but sometimes for these soaps, when you're trying to get a pilot and you're trying to get things approved and presented to the network, sometimes what'll happen is some of these actors might only be on for a select contracted amount of time. And now once they get feedback from the show, once they get the ratings in from the show and things like that, maybe they decide, okay, I want to look at closer some of these characters. Let me see whether or not these actors have chemistry. Let me see whether or not this actor is going to be able to carry the load of this particular storyline. Let me see if we do some chemistry testing with some other characters and things like that, and see if this actor or actress might be a better fit for the role, you guys. So there's a lot of factors that come into this, you guys. Please, I beg you guys, do not send any slander to Keith Robinson's way or any to Maurice Johnson's way. Maurice Johnson, he's been very supportive of the show. He's been very interactive in on Twitter, and all the things. Please, you guys, no hate, and no hate to Keith, right? We're gonna give him a chance and everything else to get acclimated. It sounds like he's filming now, because it usually, with these soaps, they usually film 4 to 6 weeks out in advance. So that's a lot of times why you guys are able to see spoilers and things in advance, because they film usually like 4 to 6 weeks in advance. Sometimes, some in the olden days, they used to film like a lot, longer time periods and everything else. But now it's like about 4 to 8 weeks in advance and everything else. And we'll see what happens, and as far as the age thing, the age difference between Keith and Maurice, I believe, is only 3 years. Keith, why do I keep wanting to call him Keith? Keith Robinson is 49 and Maurice Johnson is 46. So a difference of 3 years. What I will say is a miscast is, I think I don't know how old Smitty and Martin are supposed to be with like teenage kids, but I feel that's more of a miscast in a situation. But I don't feel that the role of Ted Richardson is not old enough to have kids in his 20s. I don't believe that for a second. So I don't know ultimately what the motivation is. I was hoping that maybe when they said that Keith Robinson was coming on the show, that maybe he could have been the alleged deceased twin brother or something like that. But again, we don't know the factors. We don't know the reasons or the rationale that Maurice Johnson is no longer going to play Ted Richardson. We don't know if it's a schedule, like if another opportunity came through, if it was his decision or if it was the show's decision. But either way, we wish Maurice Johnson the best. I think he has come into his role. He's come into his own a little bit here, and kind of getting more comfortable in the Ted Richardson of it all. So I don't mind it. I'm hoping that this is not going to be a theme of like, now that the show's popular, now that more people are watching, let's replace everybody with more established or more well-known actors. Because the one thing I wanted to call out about that was, and I don't think I've talked about the episode yet, but I remember a scene being referenced where there was a Danny issue, and instead of her calling her friend Vanessa, who's the realtor, they had her call the other friend, who is played by, I know the actress named Katie. She used to play Dixie on All My Children, and a lot of people didn't like that because they felt it didn't make sense, since we've gotten to know Vanessa, her best friend, the realtor, this entire time, and that they've had this established friendship. They've also called Katie's character, who was formerly Dixie of All My Children, her best friend as well, but she has not had as much scenes. So I am hoping that they don't do this, that they don't phase out a lot of these characters that we got to know, because I feel for the most part it's a pretty good cast. Like I said, it's really, I would have started with like the fireman and you know, maybe the nurse and maybe, but I feel like the nurse is here to stay. I feel like they're not going to get rid of the nurse. So I feel like recasting the fireman and recasting some other people, like Ted was probably least on my list as far as people to recast right off the rip. And I'm surprised that it's actually happened this quickly. So really, we're probably going to get him maybe for like another, month and a half or so, along those lines. And so that's very interesting, a couple months in, that they're already like, you know. But again, I'm hoping it's the actor's decision, or I'm hoping there's a rationale as to why that this is happening. But I just hope that, you know, we wish everybody the best in all of this, and no hate for anybody. But I'm just hoping that this is a smooth transition, and, you know, whatever big, and maybe it's going to be, you know, the climax of this Eva who's the daddy storyline, that, you know, maybe they're thinking, okay, maybe Keith Robinson, let's really put him into this. Or maybe they did some screen testing with Keith Robinson and like the chemistry that they saw between him and Nicole's character, or him and Nicole, and him and Eva, right? So nonetheless, that is all that I have for this video. Please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Again, they have recasted Ted's character with Keith Robinson, who was on Dreamgirls role and has a very long list of acting credits, you guys, on IMDb for your viewing interest and all of the things. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.